What's up? Shout out to y'all. We are back with another video. I want to give a special shout out to the producers here. If y'all in the building, thank y'all so very much for being here. We got a lot to discuss. We're going to be getting into Cardi B and Normani. I think I said Normani. Is it Normani? Is it Normani? Is it Normani? Hold on. I think it's Normani. Okay. I'm going to call her Normani. Okay. We'll be talking about Erica Mena, and we're going to be getting into Safaree. We're going to be getting into Boosie. Definitely going to be getting into that. And we're going to be getting into some other news. So y'all just sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Sit back and relax and enjoy the show. I want to give a special shout out to all the producers. I had a long day today, but we'll get into all of that in this episode today. I just want to make sure y'all come on in the room. Shout out to y'all. Can y'all hear me? Before we get this show started, I want to make sure that you all can hear me good. I'm going to make sure y'all can hear me good. All right. So let's get started with this show. All right. They said the sound is good. All right. I just want to make sure because I don't want to start and they can't hear me. Okay. They say the sound is good. All right. Let's get started. Okay. I want to talk about this story. And this is really sad, you guys. Really, really sad. But it's sad because two people lost their life. And give me a second while I screen share this and show y'all this before we get started. Because this is like literally like breaking news that actually happened a couple of hours ago. And I got the news. It was broke first on Roland Martin Unfiltered. I saw it on Roland Martin Unfiltered. And so the Neighborhood Talk, shout out to the Neighborhood Talk, they actually posted on their page. But Ed Buck is a donor of the Democratic Party. He was really big in California, and he was having young black men, gay men in his home and giving them meth and getting them high. And two of them OD'd in his home. And it was either so bad and disgusting that he would want a person, if you were like passed out and you're like really, really high, he will call his friends over to try to like jerk them off. It's really graphic, really disgusting. I first got a hold to this story years ago because I remember at this time, Armand, he actually interviewed one of the victims. You see the young man picture up there. He interviewed his mother, and she was calling out for justice for him because no one was actually bringing justice. No one was really talking about it. It was just pretty much just one blog, one outlet that was really talking about it. The blogs wasn't talking about it at all. So he would prey on poor black gay men, and they would come to his home particularly young, and one passed away, the young one, and then there's another guy, he had passed away, and they OD in his home. And so now he have to serve the rest of his life in prison because of what he did. So he was found guilty, 66 years old, felony counts in federal court. He potentially looking at a life sentence. The Wiley awaited verdict came out just 4 years after one of the victims was found dead of an overdose in Ed Buck's West Hollywood apartment. His name was Jamel Moore, 26, and today is bittersweet. And that's what his mom had said in a statement. And the sentencing have not yet been scheduled. So this is really something. And this is where a lot of people need to understand this. I have a cousin, he battled with a meth addiction, and he go over somebody's house, and it's a white man, and he loved these young black men. They be in his home, they do meth. He waits till they pass out. He take videos of them, and this is it happening in Dallas. No one have OD'd yet that I know of. And he bring him to the home. That's my cousin will go there. He will be there for weeks on end, just getting high, having sex with multiple men, with multiple white men, etc. And that's what Ed Buck was doing. So this is really creepy, and it's sad because why would you want to do this with somebody that's passed out? And Ed Buck would get on the phone with his friends and they would come on and they would do nasty things to people when they were literally like passed out. So I'm glad justice was served, even though people didn't really talk about this story. Particular people in the community did not give this story any legs. But I'm glad today that we can say this man is guilty. All right. Now he gonna have somebody playing with him while he's sleeping, passed out in prison. I don't understand that. I don't understand that, but I'm just glad that the victims got justice for their loved ones. Very, very sick. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. So we're gonna move on to the next topic here. It's really, really disgusting. I want to talk about Kanye West because I didn't put him on here, but Kanye West, I'm hearing that his album wasn't even that great. I'm hearing that from people that was there that listened to the listening party. They said the album was not there, and I don't know. I just think we're hyping it up. I need to hear the album first before I say a yay or nay. But from what people told me, they said the album sucked. The listening party, the music that he presented at that listening party sucked. So Kanye West is in a stadium and he is locked himself in a room and he's recording. So we should all see how it is, and we definitely gonna listen to it on Station Head when it drop. You know what I'm saying? And I can't wait for it to drop. But I'm not gonna keep my hopes up, because when you get your hopes up and put it on a pedestal, that stuff is going to be garbage. I heard that it was trash. And then when I went to his, I didn't go, I saw pictures and clippings of that this man had chicken tenders for like $60-some. He was selling chicken tenders. I think it was like $40 or $50-some that he was selling. I'm like, oh my gosh, really? You gonna really sell that? Overpriced chicken tenders for these folks? Come on now. Come on. Get to that music. See, you lose yourself when you start talking about the art. Then you had the mental illness, the bipolar. Then you got with Kim Kardashian. Then you start going on these crazy rants. You really lose yourself. You really artistically just not there. Now, he did produce Lil Nas X record, but that's not to say he's going to be able to produce him a hit album. I'm talking about Kanye West to be able to produce himself a hit album. So let me know in the chat that if y'all gonna sit here and buy his music, because I don't know. Now I'm gonna stream it because I'm a subscriber with Apple Music, so I'm gonna stream it and I'm gonna see how it is. And we're gonna definitely on Station Head exclusively when this album drop. We're gonna do it. And they said the reason why he pushed this album back is because the album was trash. They said the reason why Kanye West pushed that album back because it was garbage. That's what I heard. Okay? Oh my God, boy. So, where's Boosie? Y'all know who Boosie is, right? Y'all, let me put a picture of Boosie. Give me a second. Y'all know who Boosie is. Everybody in the chat know who Boosie is. Okay, let's get him off the screen now. So, shout out to the Breakfast Club. They actually interviewed the CEO of Instagram, and they asked him a question. Well, what about Boosie and all of that? They said, well, the reason why Boosie was taken off the platform is because of nudity. That's why he was taken off the platform. And y'all know that Boosie was like, he's going to sue Instagram, etc. And this is what Boosie had to say. You know what, Boosie? Come on now. Really? Let me screen share this so y'all can see this. Give me a second and click on Boosie. Where is it at?
DJ Envy, you right. He wouldn't do it to Kim K. He wouldn't do it to Ariana Grande. You know why? Because he got dreams of messing with him. He got dreams of laying down with him. That's why. You wouldn't block their page. You know why. You know why. He has dreams of being sexually related to him. DJ Envy, you right. He wouldn't do it to Kim.
So they brought up Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian page haven't been taken, even though I think she had a post with nudity. But her page wasn't been taken. So then he did another video. Let me see if I can track down that other video of him begging to. Okay, here we go. This is the one I want to see. Begging. This is so funny. Where is that? Okay, hold up. Here we go.
Adam Mazzari, can you give me my page back? Y'all gave her page back. Can you give me my page back? Before that, my page was never taken away from me. You done gave everybody their page back. Give me another chance. Give me my official Boosie page back with my 10.5 million followers, so I can help feed my family some more. Do y'all think about hurt? Do y'all think about the hurt that y'all call people family when y'all take their page and you give somebody else their page who don't have no followers back? You should give me my page back. The community wants to see me, man. Yeah, like y'all want to see all the people y'all love. The community want to see me, man. Official Boosie, man. Adam Mazzari, can you give me my page back? Y'all gave her page back. Can you give me my page back? Before that, my page was never taken away from me.
So get that man his page back. But again, Boosie, you black. You black. And Kim Kardashian, them Kardashians go way deep. So they gave her a chance, but correct me if I'm wrong, you had got a chance and chance after chance, you still did it. So again, but I will say this though. Correct. I do want to say this because Boosie do have a point. If Kim posted nudity and her stuff was returned and they gave her page, right? They didn't take her page away. They should owe Boosie the same thing. But what Boosie needs to understand, he do not need to be doing nudity on his page ever again. I wish Boosie, now we sent you a DM. And we sent you a DM to your brother too. Now, you need to come on the Wiley Show because I don't have sympathy for you, Boosie. I don't. You know why I don't have sympathy for you? Because when you have exclusives, you go on Vlad TV. You hardly ever go on Black Commentator Show. But then when you want your page back, you want us all to rally behind. Why don't you call Vlad TV and ask him to rally to get your page back? But I hardly ever see you on Black Commentators platform. You always on Vlad TV. Now your page gone. Come on now. And we sent you a message. Now you want your page back. But you should have known that you shouldn't have nobody butt naked on Instagram. You know they're going to take your page. You can't break the rules. You can't have nudity nowhere on social media unless you're on Twitter. I think Twitter, they allow you, or OnlyFans, right? Now, what you should have did, Boosie, if I were your manager, I would say, hey, we're going to do a live, an X-rated live. We're going to do it on OnlyFans. I want all my fans, if you want to dance, join my OnlyFans for a subscription fee. Instead of you doing it free on Instagram, breaking the rules, you actually could have got a bag on OnlyFans. And then you could have told the people on your Instagram with your 10.5 million, hey man, we got this new show. It's going to be nudity. It's going to be loud. It's going to be wild. That's what you have to do. You should have monetized off of that. I mean, just come on. But when I asked you to come on the show, and when I asked your brother, no response. But when Vlad asked y'all, you right there. You right there doing the show. Just pouring your heart out to Vlad. And last time I checked, he's not even black. So when are you going, Boosie, when are you going to come on the Wiley Show? Now, if you come on the Wiley Show, Boosie, you know what I'm going to do with you? I'm going to have Sister Conservative. We have a person that does petitions. We're going to get a picket sign. We're going to be right in front of Instagram. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please give Boosie page back. 5, 6, 7, 8. We want Boosie back. We would have did some type of slogan. We had the T-shirts. We'll go call Reverend Al Sharpton. You know, I called Jesse Jackson. You know, we could have called Roland Martin to live stream it, but you don't come on my show, so I really don't care if your page come back or if it don't come back because you didn't come on our show. So I don't have sympathy for you at all. Now you can rebuild your page back, but stop taking all that energy on Vlad and put it on your Instagram. And you could get your 10.5 million back because you're still famous. You got all them chains. You got Young Blue, your artist and all that. You can easily get it back to get that following better. I don't have sympathy for a person that can easily overnight, you can get millions, but you can get those millions back. Okay? But you just can't do the nudity. I'm just saying. All right. And that's what they do. They probably pay them. We shouldn't have to pay them because they are a public figure and we talk about them for free daily. So they should come on and do an exclusive. What I'm going to be paying Boosie for? He supposed to be rich. That man got look at the chains he got around his neck. Give me a second. Hold up. Why would I go in my bank account and pay him to do an interview when this man got all them chains? You don't see no chains around my neck. He supposed to be so rich. One of his artists, I don't know if it was Young Blue. Was it Young Blue? I think it was Young Blue, and I actually like Young Blue music. Actually gave him like $100,000 in cash. So I'm just saying, you should come on, do it for the culture. If you supposed to be black and all that, I'm black. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood. I'm not from the South, but I live in the South now. So we're going to try again to get Boosie on our show. Okay? Only thing I'm going to pay him is a good email, and we're going to send him another email. We came from chains and still got chains on. Okay. I'm just saying. But, and so Boosie, if you're in the bushes, you can call in. So yes, I don't think he's going to get his page back because when he started dragging the owner and said that he want to smash Kim Kardashian, that's not a way to get your page back. It's not a way. Could have did it better. Actually, Boosie, you should have called Kim Kardashian and say, Kim, can you help me get my page back? This Boosie badass. Help me get my page back. How would you be able to get your page back? You know, you could have dated one of the sisters. You know, they love black men. They love rappers. You could have smashed one of them. And I heard you got that premium peen. You know, that, you know, so you could have called one of the sisters and you could have asked, hey, can you help me get my page back? You beg for everything else. You beg for this. You beg for that. You beg for a whole lot of stuff. You beg for rental cars. So why you couldn't beg one of the Kardashians to help you get your page back? I'm just saying. Because I'm not going to pay you to do no interview. That's crazy. One person, I'm not going to say this person's name, but it's a celebrity. And I said, hey, this is the Wiley. It was a professional email because we have a person that's very professional, very, very professional. And this person said, I charge $500 an hour for an interview. I said, $500 an hour? I said, it's no way in the world. Why would I pay you $500 an hour for an interview? I said, no, thank you. You ain't all that. I said, really? $500 an hour? No way in the world. Now, okay, that will change if I had the budget. Now, let's be clear. Now, I'm not gonna let's be real. If I had the budget for people that my folks that liked whoever they like to watch, and they be like, this is the price, then I'll do it. If I had the budget. Let's just be clear. But I'm not going to expose this person, but this person told me $500 an hour. And I saw them on another platform. And I said, oh, they must pay the $500 an hour. But okay. We just ain't going to be paying, $500 an hour. Absolutely not. Okay. Woo! Okay. All right. Let's go. Oh my gosh, we talked about Boosie. They really tried it. They really, really tried it. They really, really tried it. Okay, they be just trying me at a deal. ain't gonna say no. I'm gonna just mind my business, but they definitely be trying me in the DM. They do. They definitely be trying me in the DM. Oh wow. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Okay. Here we go. So Safaree, and you guys, I don't want to drag Safaree. I don't, but I have to. Safaree, bruh, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on one second. You can't rap, brother. Safaree, I don't know. I gotta tell you, you can't rap. You can't rap. Why in the world you're wasting the producer's time? You're wasting our time paying for advertisement to get yourself on the shade room and all these balls. You cannot rap. You can't rap. I heard that record and I said, wow, this man really think he can rap. You cannot. And then when you said that lie, when you said that you wrote for Nicki Minaj, I would expect that your rhymes will be tight. Your delivery will be tight. You can't rap. You can't talk about New Light anthem for the 2021. It was terrible. And it was produced by Travis. What was that? Travis. It was ridiculous. And Travis is taking your money. You can't rap. You are attractive. You should be a model, but rapper ain't for you. Be a model. You're a very attractive guy. Get you a sex line, which, produce in that. Put energy into that. Put energy in you being a model, maybe even acting, But I don't see you as a rapper. That's not your ministry, right? Right? Press one if you think he's a good rapper. And don't get on here lying. Now, he's attractive, but he can't rap. Press one if you think that he's a rapper, a good rapper. And see, I did my research. I was listening to Nicki Minaj. She did an interview with Funk Flex. And she actually called one of the people in her group that she used to have, I guess, a rap group. And they said they would have to help Safaree with his raps because he can't rap. And the person explained, yeah, he can't rap. And then he actually was stealing something from another artist. So they had brought that up. I'm like, Safaree, you can't deliver. You can't deliver at all. And even though your bars, they suck. So if you were a ghostwriter for Nicki and you wrote some of her hits, some of that talent of your skill set as a rapper will be will be on display in your music. When I listen to your raps, when I listen to the lyrics, it do not make any sense. It's whack. It's whack. Your skill set, at least it could be like, okay, them some good bars, but he ain't deliver it right. He could have gave this to another artist. I don't see it. And I'm just going to be 100% honest with you. You can't rap. Somebody on the line, if you want to rap some Safaree stuff, come on the show. And I actually drop a link real quick. If somebody want to come up on here and rap some of Safaree stuff, a cappella, with no music in the back, and you spit some of his bars. Most of y'all don't listen to his rap at all. Anyway, but that's not all I want to say about Safaree. So her Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Safaree, Erica Mena. This is like so embarrassing, right? So DaBaby had a fall. We fall down. Okay. DaBaby fell down. And DaBaby was crying. Wah, 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 wah. And Safaree was laughing. And Erica just blowing. Oh, why would you laugh? Pick her up. I'm like, listen, y'all doing too much for reality TV and can't even do that right. DaBaby fell. Only thing you could have picked the baby up and say, oh, but you made it something like that. And Safaree, just so corny. They're really making you look like the villain in this season. And y'all not even getting paid like that. Because if y'all was getting paid real good, you would not be trying to be doing these raps. or selling your peen on OnlyFans. Like, come on now. That was ridiculous. It's like if you on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, right? That's very laughable because you don't see many A-list celebrities on Love and Hip Hop the franchise. I don't see A-list celebrities, meaning people of a name and you really know that they're A-list. Safaree is like a D-list celebrity, like D-list. You know what I'm saying? You make a joke and all that, but he's not A-list celebrity. You would never probably see Chris Brown on Love and Hip Hop, as a member of the cast. You would never see Bruno Mars on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You would never see that. You would never see The Weeknd on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's for people that really don't have a good career. The music is trash. They're not really doing anything, so they pay them a couple of $1,000 to act a plump fool on reality TV, right? So he is a hanger, all that to become friend. But listen. To me, he's not really all that. He's attractive, but he's corny and he can't rap. Did I say that already? Okay. And I don't care if you send this to Safaree. He can't rap. Somebody just DM me something. He can't rap. And okay, this person trying to talk against Nicki Minaj. Okay, we love Nicki. He got 3 million on Instagram. You can have 3 million on Instagram, but he can't rap. He can't. Let's move on. Let's get him off the screen. Hashtag he can't rap. He is corny though. Erica Mena just, you see, Erica, I will have your picture up, but I'm not gonna drag you. But you had all, keep having these babies with a man that want a career. He don't want no kids. You should have just went on and got your tubes tied and said, listen, I hump you, take this pain, but we ain't having no kids. Because he don't want no kids. He don't want no kids. So a lot of you women, y'all be married, y'all be getting with these men and marrying these men and really think y'all gonna change them to be something better. And they just dish you and embarrass you. He traveling around the world and you got the kids. He don't want kids. So you should have never had the kids and don't have no more kids. If he ain't taking care of, if he's not emotionally there for the two, don't have two more. I'm just saying. Now, I want to switch gears really quickly. And speaking about kids, I don't know if anybody know young Pharaoh. Do anybody know young Pharaoh? Do we have young Pharaoh fans in the house? Well, young Pharaoh is a YouTuber and he have a new page. He's I don't know if I want to call him a conspiracy theorist, but he always talk about being black, being against this, being pro-black, being against this. It's a lot of stuff that he preaches, right, and delivers. And I used to watch, every once in a while, I used to watch young Pharaoh. Well, some tea, his baby mama got on there crying, oh my gosh, that man, young Pharaoh hit me, he punched me and all that. She going off, she crying, the baby crying, and it's really sad. The police show up. The police tell her to put the baby in the car in the air conditioner because she just going off. And all of the stuff, she's just going live and just streaming all of this to the public. Crying, upset because according to her, young Pharaoh beat her. And so all that's going on. So of course the police did not take young Pharaoh. So young Pharaoh decided, you dragged me, so I'm going to say I got to restrain it. So he proceeded to drag his baby mama, whom is black, a black woman, had a white woman in the house, and the argument was, I don't want my kids around her. So he's still going to have the kids around her regardless. So it's like some friction going on. So he decided to go on his live on his new page, and he started to stream and say, look at her, she messed up my statue. Or look at her, she did this, she just sold this and this and just was dragging her, but he won't admit that he beat her. He put hands on her. And it's sad. She's a young woman that's really trying to become something better. She's in school. And, just typical where some women out here that have babies by a man that's not there. Now, another piece that she made, that she said she brought the baby to young Pharaoh to, the baby said, right? That's his baby. So she can go to school. She's trying to be a masseuse. So he calls her and said, "You need to come back. You need to come back. The baby won't stop crying. The baby won't." So I guess a fight. He started to hit her. He started to abuse his baby mama. And see, when the baby started to cry around you, that's because y'all don't have a relationship. You're not around them enough. And then she said, "Yeah, the reason why the baby crying because you don't hardly see your kids." And so with this white woman, she's supposed to be the nanny. Somebody that you fucking. I mean, let's just be real. That ain't the nanny. That's somebody you screwing, and you want to call this person a nanny. And the baby mother don't want her around her child. So when I'm watching her live, now I'm watching this woman's live because she crying, she going off. I hear the nanny or this white woman laughing and trying to say something, just giggling, right? And I said, this is just disastrous. And I said, young Pharaoh, if you are a king of your castle, never allow someone to disrespect your baby mother. Never put your hands on your baby mother. You must uplift her. You don't have to like her, but you must respect her. And if y'all can't get along, to that sister out there, you need to take young Pharaoh to child support. You need to go get full custody and have him just have supervision. That's what he needs. That's what you need to do. But continue to go back and let him pin you down while he's and keep going back in that toxic environment. Don't do it. You put it all on social media. Can I read what she wrote? I don't even have her page. Give me a second. I want to read because she wrote a long post on her social media. Give me a second. She wrote a long post because they was dragging her because them young Pharaoh fans, he can't do no wrong. He's the greatest. So they started dragging her. And so her YouTube page is Golden Beauty. That's her YouTube page, right? That's his baby mother. So she wrote this 21 hours ago. She said this: people are literally trying to question, am I lying because I didn't have a bloody nose, broken face, etc. What do I get out of lying? This ish is embarrassing. The man I had 2 kids by help with his son since he first came to his house. I moved across the country for, literally, beat my A word. This is not funny or nothing to lie about. One girl sat there and watched it all. The other heard me screaming from the top of my lungs to get him off. Show the effing video. The reason why he's not in jail because the police hasn't called me back yet. He got a bunch of crash dummies around him vouching for him. I don't give a F what his line-ish said in the video. That's what he does. Lie to make himself look good. I didn't lay one hand on that man. And the statue I broke was after he broke my phone because I was trying to record his A word. He knows. All that is going on. Now, if she would have had a broken nose, a bloody nose, a black eye, the police would have arrested young Pharaoh. But since She didn't show any injuries. The police said, well, it's your word against his. But if she would have came out of there with a black eye, a bloody nose, and a busted lip, most definitely the police would have removed her from the house. But of course, that didn't happen because she didn't have any markings. But I do believe her. She sounds very, very believable. And I pray that she gets the help. I pray that she finish school. And I pray that she get a man that's going to appreciate her and not put hands on her, and that will love her and uplift her, but not choke her and beat her. No. All right, so that was going on. So I said I was going to bring that up a little light and talk about that. I don't know who watched Young Pharaoh. Like I said, he had a YouTube page, but YouTube took him down because he was talking about conspiracy and all. He was talking about a whole lot of stuff. He was talking about some group of people that you just can't mess with. They would just take you down. And so now he have a whole new page. But on Station Head, I really went in on it. And after this show, I may go back on Station Head and go in on him again. Okay? Because I that's one thing I cannot stand, a man that put their hands on a woman. And I can't stand a woman that think it's okay to put their hands on a man. Keep your hands to yourself. Turn to your neighbor. Chat and type in the chat box. Keep your hands to yourself. Type it in the chat box. Keep your hands to yourself. That is not cool to put your hands on a woman, and it's not cool for a woman to think it's okay to put her hands on a man. That goes both ways. All right, so if y'all want to call in and speak on that, we definitely want to open up the phone lines and let y'all speak on it. But who else I was going to talk about? Okay, let's go with Cardi B. All right. So Cardi, let's screen share this. Give me a second, child. Ooh, this woman, I really want this woman to be successful. But it's something about Cardi B that still thinks she hood. She just ghetto. She just don't know all the blessings that God gave her. She don't know it. She still think that she's a stripper on a stripping pole. But this is what she had to say. Give me a second. Let me make sure I bring it up. Let me zoom in so y'all can see it. Well, y'all know she had a song with Normani, and they had a song, Wild-ish, right? They had a song, didn't do that well. It pretty much flopped. It did not be in the top 10. I think it debuted at 13 or 14. But anyway, Normani put out that she asked, who do y'all want on the remix? So somebody said this to Cardi B, said, I literally have the same take as them and still streaming the ish out of it. Then she said, this is what Cardi B said. Well, from this day forward, I won't promote or talk about the song until Normani team to release a version without my vocal. Now you wish and desires came true. Make sure you stream it though. Don't have me making calls for no reason. So this came out after it was debuted at about 13 or 14, which is a flop compared to Cardi because she's supposed to be the queen. She's supposed to be the queen of number ones. She's supposed to be a queen maker. And obviously that record flopped. Okay? All the kissing and humping did not work. All the pregnant bump, butt naked pregnant bump, promoting it just did not work. Okay, all that I want that D now did not work. But let's respond to this. So someone said this to Cardi, said, let's be clear. Normani asking who y'all want on the remix trigger Cardi's ego. That's why she want her verse removed. And this was about fans' opinion. She would have did this last week. She's not satisfied with the critical response or the Billboard position. This is Cardi response. This is how I know you don't know me one bit because I speak to her managers every day, give them suggestions. My fans make because I feel Normani should be pushed in top priority. I even gave suggestions on who should be on the remix this morning. We debuted it really good, but it wasn't number one. I just want to put that out there. Didn't even debut in at number 10. Then she said, y'all harass, provoke Cardi, then act surprised if she say something in retaliation. She said, facts. Okay, so all that was going on. I'm like, all right. The reason why Cardi B, that record when Normani flopped, I want to be honest with you, is because all you talk about is Punani and Peen, and you're making the record so close together. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same subject matter. Since you had WAP, you know what I'm saying? It was a shock factor. Oh my gosh. I think, was it WAP or did you do Up? And then now you're still talking about licking and all that type of stuff. And then what this is why you mess up the fantasy, is because you're doing all this stuff while you're pregnant. Don't nobody want to hear you or see you talking about licking on something while you're pregnant. That is a turnoff. It don't look ladylike. So that's why I didn't debut in the number 10. And another thing, Normani is a flop because she decided to take 2 years off. You can't do that in today's industry. You can't take 2 to 3 years off. If you're an R&B singer, you better make sure when you hot, continue to produce music. You can't take 2 years off. One thing about Rihanna, this is the first time in her history, but when Rihanna was out, she had an album out every 6 months. Normani, you messed up yourself. You should have continued to make music, but you decided to take 2 years off and thought that you was going to bring a pregnant Cardi B that is asking her lawyers to, I can't do trial right now because I'm pregnant. You allow her on your record. Now, Normani, I want to say this, and I know people are not going to like this, but if you would have had Nicki Minaj on the record would have did much, much better. It's something about Nicki. I want to say this. I said a couple of months ago that Nicki Minaj should retire. I'm now saying that Nicki Minaj should not retire because of this. The woman still can make people hot. Like Bia, I wasn't even checking for Bia. Didn't care nothing about a Bia. Okay? But when she got on that record with Nicki Minaj and they was going back and forth, I said something about Nicki. She still can put artists on. When this morning, we were streaming on StreamYard. And we were playing DaBaby records. We was having the DaBaby party. And I didn't know that Nicki did a record with DaBaby. She done records with so many artists and made them and put them on the map. That's incredible. That woman still got it. She is, I want to say this, and I know y'all not going to agree with me. Nicki Minaj is an artist maker. You could be a struggling artist selling Pringles on the corner and get on a record with Nicki Minaj and it changed your life forever. You could be on the corner prostituting yourself, selling records, and Nicki Minaj hear that record like, oh, let me hear it. I like this. Let me get on this record. Bring you to her home, clean you up, put you on some good makeup, have Tay to put you on a good wig, get on the live, and will change your life forever. I think, Normani, you made a mistake to put Cardi on the record. Now, for the remix, Normani, if you're listening, and I say this with love. Normani. You know who should be on the remix? Yes, you know this, Nicki Minaj. The reason why I say you should put Nicki Minaj on there, because instantly Cardi B gonna go on her page, she gonna have a pissy fit, she gonna be crying, she gonna be cussing you out, that's gonna drive traffic. You know who you should have on that remix? Nobody else should be on that remix but Nicki Minaj. This is business. Call Nicki Minaj up, get on your knees and kiss her pink Crocs. Put Nicki on that record. You put Nicki on that record, it will instantly go in top 10, maybe even number 1. Because one thing about Nicki Minaj, if she gets on the remix, Summer Walker, we don't need no Summer Walker. Put Nicki on there. Put Nicki on there. I guarantee you will have a hit. Just saying. Just saying. That's just my suggestion. I could be wrong. Put Nicki on there. Summer Walker, she can sit down. She's too busy putting wigs on her baby and all that type of stuff. She's a hot mess. Feeding her baby. No, Summer Walker. No, her time is up. She can sit down. Her time is up. That ain't gonna go nowhere. She need conscious. Her time is up. Sit down. Somebody said some Summer Walker. Oh, I should have blocked you for saying Summer Walker. She's a flop. I say Nicki Minaj. Do anybody agree? Do anybody disagree? Nicki Minaj would absolutely get on that record just to show y'all I'm the queen. And if it do better than Cardi, Cardi B will definitely be upset. Cardi B is a crybaby. Get me off that record. I will take my vocals off the record. Like, Cardi, come on now, sis. Sit down somewhere. Come on now, really? I just don't understand this. If you got all that energy, you can come to the trial with Tasha K. I'm just saying. Talking about take your vocals off. Don't make me take some phone calls. Girl, bye. And you need to be releasing your follow-up album. That's all I say. I said Normani should do. I'm a definitely. Ooh, that's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, I got an idea. I ain't gonna say it. Not my business. I think Nicki should be on that record. All right. Here we go. Did y'all hit the like? Yeah, hit the like button. What? I'm just giving my honest opinion. It flopped in my humble opinion. Tell me why. Mr. Case, tell me why it didn't flop. I'm opening up the phone lines because that record with Normani and Cardi, it flopped. All that kissing and hugging her, breast to breast, didn't do anything. It was 14. It was a flop. It wasn't number one. It wasn't number one. It flopped. Should have had Nicki on there.
Your show now. Press 1 to hear important instructions.
Your show is scheduled to start in 21 seconds.
All right. Give me a second. Hold on, let me put the number. The number is 646.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
They mad. I know I'm gonna get dragged, but I said what I said. How many people agree with me? How many people? It's a couple of people in here agree with me in this chat. Yeah, I think Normani should definitely do it. Definitely. Okay. Absolutely. All right. That's just my humble opinion. All right, let's go to the phone lines. 9867, caller, you on air?
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Wiley, you are such a flip-flopper.
I've always gonna be a flip-flopper. You know what? Honestly, you said, hold on, let me say this. You said flip-flop. You know, last night I was in the bed. Well, actually, I did something with someone on the floor, and we was flip-flopping on the carpet, and I scraped my knee. So I'm gonna admit with you, I do some flip-flopping, but I will name a list on Station here exclusively of the bloggers that have flip-flopped. I'm gonna name a whole list. I'm gonna do a sermon. No. Not only that. I'm gonna name celebrities. Can I name celebrities that flip flop? Let's bring it to the celebrities. Let's look. Wendy Will. My thing is this. There's no rules when you do this. Sometimes, listen. I'm the type of person. Maybe one day I like chicken, and I say, "Oh, I don't like barbecue chicken." And the next day I might tear up some chicken. That's just how I am. But let's be clear.
You had a whole entire thesis on why Nicki Minaj should retire. You made several videos, and then she went live. You know, I didn't like, she was getting all hype up. We thought she was gonna come with some tea, and she's talking in hieroglyphics, and we're like, Nicki, what are you trying to tell us? And then you say, yeah, she needs to retire. Several videos Marquise has made saying that Nicki needs to retire. And now, because we all know how subpar Cardi B features are, right? We know Cardi B features don't do as hot. Let me be clear. I feel like Normani should have used this opportunity for Wild Side in order to have more of a slow song, right? I feel like she could re-release it on a remix, but make it on the slow song tip, because I feel like Nicki's not second fiddle. We should not let Nicki come in and help the record. Absolutely not. If you didn't want the queen the first time, you don't deserve the queen the second time. Secondly,
can I ask a question though? Let me ask you a question though.
Okay.
If Nicki jumped on the record, do you think it would be successful if she were to jump on the remix?
Absolutely. I think Nicki should do a mixtape. You know how sometimes Nicki, Nicki made like a Tatiana type of beat freestyle? I think she should freestyle it. Because I love her play on words. Like Nicki's really good.
But caller, you just agree with me. If Nicki announced tonight, if it just dropped with Nicki on that remix, that would send shockwaves to Normani's career.
Absolutely.
Period.
It would do well. It would do excellent. But I'm saying at this point, if Nicki has go on this remix, it will start beef again. Because Cardi B can't move on, right?
Beef is good though. It's friendly competition, and Cardi the one that had the crime thing. Oh, take my vocals off of the tape. Like she did this. I never seen Nicki Minaj do this, even though Nicki may feel some type of way, but she don't openly say how she really feels. That's Cardi B downfall, because she gets on there and then she want to apologize because she did a video and she apologized. So I'm like, come on, Cardi.
It was a happen. You know what? Because I think what I didn't like what Cardi B did is that she took the attention off from Normani. Normani does not have a good management team. Okay?
They don't.
Because when Motivation came out 2 years ago, Normani should have used that as a way to catapult her career. But her management team is the one that's silencing her. So now Normani was
not only that. See this is the thing though. I hate when people keep saying. I dislike when people say management team. I agree with you, but you the artist. You sign the paychecks. You make the decision. I want to say this. She could have went on Instagram. She could have said, listen to what they're doing. Let me tell you an example. Remember when Megan Thee Stallion had an issue with her label, 1501, where they wasn't allowing her to release an album? What did Megan Thee Stallion do? Did she just go away for 2 years? No. She went live. And she said it wasn't allowing me to do a release album. Then she sued 1501, and she was granted that she was able to release music. Again, Normani is lazy. She should have did a better job.
Megan was able to do that because she was already with Jay-Z. So she had a bigger backing. Who does Normani have in this industry to back her up? So it's not
herself. The power of social media. She have the power of social media. And she should use that power.
Normani is more low-key. Normani's not Megan. Like, I don't even know Normani's personality, right? We don't know too much. She's more mysterious, more than...
She need a person. See, that's the failure of my girl, and I love Brandy. That would kill, mess up Brandy's career a little bit, because she wasn't all out there, but now she's on social media. Now she's doing a little TikTok. We're in a different age now. You got to get with the social media train. If you don't know how to utilize social media, you're not going to really make it in this industry like that, especially when you're doing R&B.
I totally agree. I feel like so what Cardi did is very distasteful, and I would not have worked with her moving forward, because she made it seem like if it wasn't for her, this record would have been shot. And that's not the case, because Normani fans were waiting for her to drop for a very long time. And we believe in her, right? Like, we always believe in Normani. Is that Normani is such a perfectionist that she doesn't believe in herself. And I think the industry definitely did take a toll on her. And again, it's not easy to get out of management. Most people don't read their contract, okay? I mean, most people don't even read what they're signing when it comes to their car payment or their car loan. So I know people think they're reading stuff, but I bet every time you go online, you're not reading your contract, okay? So I feel like we have to give Normani grace. With Cardi B, I feel like Cardi B made excuses. Her album should have dropped right after WAP. right? Right, because WAP came out 2 years ago. Right after WAP, she should have dropped that album. Now, with that little message that you play, she's talking about, oh, I was pregnant, so I was working on my album. You know, I'm pregnant, so and the lady working on my album. Girl, boy, you had 2 years. You're only pregnant for like what? 9 months, and you're not even due yet. You know what I'm saying? So she is making a lot of excuses because Cardi B did off of publicity. Besides WAP, she had up, and then she went down. You haven't heard from her since, and it's like she's not consistent. And then her features very much flop. Nicki should be on a remix, but I feel like they don't deserve Nicki on this remix.
All right,
like
thank you.
Should come out with that.
All right.
Thank you so much, Wiley.
All right, thank you so very much. All right. Okay. We're going to the phone lines. Last four, 8822, calling on air.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
So I just want to comment on a few things. I came a little late, so maybe you might have touched on a couple of topics, but I wasn't here. I came a little late. But let's just start with the Cardi B and Normani thing first. I feel like I don't feel like Nicki should be on the remix because, like the last caller just said, if you wanted the Queen to do your remix first, Normani would have put Nicki on it. But I feel like Normani didn't want Nicki on it. She wanted Cardi B on it. So I feel like, therefore, let Cardi be on it and let them fix their little issue and their little chop position and figure it out. And I also feel like it will also start beef too. Even though I know people say, oh, beef is good, the competition, but I just feel like Nicki don't need to even deal with none of these girls. I don't feel like she needs none of that attention. Like when it comes to the beef anymore, I feel like she needs to focus just on her album and just just being like a legend, just being the top female rapper of all time, in the game, and just being a veteran in the game. Like I feel like all of this beefing with these little girls, it's just, to me, I don't feel like it's
I don't think it's beef. I say business. It's a good business move. It will keep her name out here, keep it strong, and then it will just show people that, hey, I'm still here. I still can make people hot. Like I said, she made so many artists hot, and I think that Nicki would being on that, I guarantee you, if she joined that, just the announcement alone, it will trend.
Well, yeah, it will trend, of course. And anything that Nicki Minaj is on, it trends. Like, for example, like you were saying, Bia career has catapulted because Nicki hopped on Whole Lot of Money remix. Like, Bia, yeah, she was buzzing a little bit. People was like, oh, this new girl, Bia, whatever. But when Nicki hopped on that song, this girl, because even on the Rolling Loud concert, like, you could see that, she's prepared. Like, she's kind of arriving little by little. Like, she's one of the girls that's next up. Like, it's definitely she, Mulatto, her name's Lotto now. She, Lotto, Coyle Ray, and Flo Milli. Like those maybe Sweetie too, but I don't know. Sweetie just, it's like she's here, but she's not here.
Yeah,
she's, I feel like those girls up.
Yes, so, you're right. I agree with all that.
Anything Nicki touches is kind of like, a big thing. So definitely, but I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like if Normani ever do a remix, I feel like an R&B girl. I feel like SZA would have killed that song that Normani did. I feel like Wildfire, if that was a SZA song, she would have ate that up and left no problems. You know what I mean? I feel like Normani's talented, but there's something missing with Normani. I don't know what it is. Something's missing. I don't know.
Number one, she have to get better upbeat records, right? Club banger records, catchy records, TikTok records as well. And she had to stop taking these long breaks. This is not the 90s, okay? This is fast paced. This is a hungry industry, consumers. We want music and we want it now. Just like how Cardi B said she wanted the peen now. We want music now. We want you to drop another single. So she have to get into that mindset that this is the 21st century, 2021 music industry and not 1995.
And I agree with you. That is true. And then I don't know. I think you talked about the Dua Lipa and DaBaby situation where she don't follow him and stuff. Because I came a little late. Did you cover that?
No, I would say this. Okay, DaBaby apologized, so y'all can know the breaking news. He had apologized. So what you was gonna say about that? But I just had to say about that. He apologized, and I'm glad that he apologized. Let me see if I can read. Give me 1 second, caller. Let me see if I can read his tweet. Because I did have him in the thumbnail. Hold on, let me see. Where is his? But he did say that if he ain't deleted it, but he did apologize to the community Let me see, where is that? He said, for any brands and network artists that like to profit on Black Rob. Okay, no, that's not it. Okay, anybody who have ever been affected by HIV and AIDS, y'all got the right to be upset. What I said was insensitive, even though I have no intentions on offending anybody. So my apologies. But the LGBT community, I ain't tripping on y'all. Do you? Y'all business is y'all business. And he should have did that day one. Period. He should have said that day one.
I feel like his apology was very half, you know what, I don't want to curse on here, but it was very half, you know what. Like, I just feel like it wasn't even genuine. I feel like exactly.
Oh, it's not genuine, no. Because
that should have been done day one. Like,
of course.
You don't have to get attacked. Dua Lipa don't have to unfollow you because I think he sees that like she's a big pop star and they have this big, huge record that's been on the top 10 for like 7 months, and like it's in the top. It's like top 3. It's like after BTS and this Olivia Rodrigo girl, which I think she's a payola, but that's not the topic right now. But Dua Lipa like literally has the top 3 songs in the country right now with DaBaby. So like he knows that like that's a big heavy person in the industry. So he sees all that and he's like, yeah, I have to apologize because a lot of our people are gay people. You know what I mean? And I just feel like DaBaby, like I don't know, like I've never really like been a big fan, but I like some of his songs and stuff like that. But he's always been ignorant to me. Like the conflict situations with like fans and just the way he is, like he's just very ignorant. And I don't know.
I think like with his mindset, he's a rapper. I like his music. I love his music, by the way. He just got to get caught up with the times. You can't be disrespectful to the LGBT community. And to what make him a better person and will make him a better person if he was just sit on a panel and just have a conversation. And so the LGBT community can like pretty much educate him on some things, he would be a better person. But I just feel like you're around all these thugs or you're around this environment that you want to, and they probably saying the F word and S word. With that type of mindset, you really can't, you're going to get people to call you out. Now, is he going to be canceled? No. Number one, he's attractive. Number two, he's talented. And I don't think he's going to be canceled for that because not at all.
I think so either. I think he's going to be around for a little long time. I know there's going to be people who are going to put some type of way about him, but I don't think he's going to be canceled.
No.
I don't know. I feel like if you're a straight man and you know you like a woman, like a scene like Lil Nas X or something shouldn't like bother you because like you know what you like already. Like you shouldn't feel uncomfortable. Like you should be comfortable in your sexuality. That's why I give Jar Carlo so much props because it's like he is a straight man, but he was in that video comfortable. And he even said like even in the shower thing, like he wouldn't mind being in the shower thing. Like
no,
I mean, like you don't.
But you know, white people are more open-minded when it comes to LGBT issues than black rappers. Period. I don't think no openly black male rapper would have did that record with Lil Nas X. And guess what? That's their bag lost because the LGBT community, despite what you want to say, we buying power. We support people. That's one thing I admired about Tank, the singer. He performed at Gay Pride. I remember he came in Dallas. And that bag that he got was good. And so you can go with all that behavior all you want, but you messing up your bag. Because anytime they book Lil' Kim, Trina, and all of them, they get a bag. So why mess up your bag when it comes to a community that got a bag? So just play right. You might not have to agree with it, but don't let people know calling them, saying all that crazy stuff. Just get a bag and just, that's all I want to say.
and he has gay friends, gay fans too.
Of course.
Are gay because people think he's attractive. A lot of gay people think he's attractive. Let's not be
absolutely.
DaBaby's message. He's very ignorant, but DaBaby is not an ugly person. Like we have to like be real and not be delusional.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what you said. You can cancel him for being crazy, but DaBaby's not ugly. And I feel like a lot of this, half of his friends are gay. They're gay men that like DaBaby and think he looks very good. And DaBaby, like I was on his side when the whole Megan, the Stallion situation happened, the Stallion. I was like, yeah, because I mean, the same thing is a Nicki. He's doing it for you. Business is business. And even when he brought up Poison on the stage, I live for that. No shade. I was like, yes. She was petty for not playing his song.
Yes.
I mean, playing his part on the Rolling Loud performance. He played his verse, and she skipped Nicki's too. So I was like, yeah, DaBaby, go ahead, bring Tori out, whatever. But
Yes.
once the whole intro being is, and then the whole everything, I was just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was a little bit too much.
Because
That messed up the whole, because he didn't have to say it was unnecessary, it was random. That messed up what he's trying to do. But I'm glad that he apologized, and hopefully that he keeps up the good work and not say that ever again. All right. Thank you, brother, for calling in.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Oh, we got all these callers. Okay. 4713, calling on air.
Hey, Wiley. How
Hey.
are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
So I just want to say I agree with everything that you said about the whole Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and what's the chick's name, Normani thing. I think people just need to be honest with themselves. Like, Normani is really not that girl like people amp her up to be. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I think she's a very, very good performer, but when it comes to her music and her song choice, she's not, I mean, it doesn't give what people say it gives. You know what I mean? And I think it's so funny how people are sitting up here saying, oh, well, because her song debuted at number 14 out of 100, it's not a flop. But when Nicki Minaj came out with her single with Drake and Lil Wayne, The Whole Sea and Green, it debuted at number 12, but people were calling that a flop.
Oh, okay. Talk about it.
You know what I mean? And then not only that, when Nicki came out, when she re-released the Beam Me Up Scotty mixtape, for that to have came out when I was in high school and that debuted at number 2 on the Billboard for albums, that's pretty good. So it's just, like I said, it's just people, I just don't understand when it comes to Nicki Minaj, oh, it's a flop if it debuts at a certain number, but when it's Cardi or Normani or something, oh, well, that's not bad out of 100. I mean, you gotta say what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, Normani is a beautiful girl. I think she's a great performer, but when it comes to music, nobody is really checking for her. I saw an interview that she did where she came out and said that she had to pay for the video because her label was not backing her. So that says a lot. Your own label won't even put money into a video because they don't even have that much faith in it.
That console, because she took a long break. That's all her decision. When she was hot, when she came up with that record, everybody was talking about it, and he got all those views. She should have came up with a follow-up. You can't take 2 years off. Who you think you are? Come on now.
And then not only that, it's just like lyrically, the song wasn't hitting on nothing. What is the it's like, girl, what? I mean, be honest. We gotta be honest. It's like, and then even to that effect, I don't think Cardi brought nothing to the song. Now, I will give her this. The visuals were top tier. I'm not a big Cardi fan. Cardi looked good. Both of them look good. The visuals were nice, but the song, I mean, we got to be real with each other. Nobody is playing that song. Nobody's going around singing that song because, I mean, you can barely make out the lyrics because she's not even saying real words.
Okay. Thank you.
So like I said, so if Nicki debuting at number 12 for her single with Drake and Wayne is a flop, we got to call Normani and Cardi debuting at number 14 a flop too. Keep that same energy. It is what it is.
Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay, the number is 64671. Bye-bye. The number is 646-716-8447, and it's on the screen. Dial the number, and you can call in and voice your opinion. 9542, calling you on air.
Hey, Wiley, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. All right, we'll start with Safaree. And he's a waste. I mean, the way, now, I understand it was a shock when DaBaby fell. But it's like, it should be a visceral reaction. It was a reaction for me, and that's not even my baby, to run over there and like help the baby up. Those two were standing in the room looking at each other rather than attending to the kid. I don't know if I should feel sorry for that baby. I don't know if she has it good either way. And by that, I don't mean that, you know, she's going to be abused. I don't want to use that one in the show, but I don't think she's going to be hurt in any kind of way. but her parents are both very self-centered and all about self. So I don't know. That turned me off with Safaree. As far as like DaBaby, I think that they broke him down and he apologized because he came out first. His first response is really how he felt. That was his
absolutely.
first response,
Of course.
after the backlash.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's how he felt. And what happened was the pressure comes in.
Mm-hmm.
The bags, the threats for the bags to stop, or you're not going to get this endorsement, or these people are going to cancel your next show.
The phone calls to the label and the executives,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That was pressure that made him have that final apology and say, I'm sorry. Now, as far as his comment, I don't know what HIV/AIDS had to do with anything about people at your show. I mean, it was just
absolutely, it's so random.
it was a really cringeworthy comment for him to make. And even in private, we don't talk like that. So I don't even get where that came from. No one goes, yo, we don't hang out with HIV/AIDS.
Right.
Like, what?
We don't talk
no
like
one
that.
talks like that. So where he got that from, I have no idea. I don't know what they're doing down there in North Carolina, but I don't know. As far as Normani's record, I don't know what it is about Normani. I don't know what it is. And I hate to say this because she's young and she's putting herself out there and she's super talented. So there's a lot going on in the background. I think the reason why she doesn't hit is two reasons. Whole culture is in style right now. 5-inch, percolator. That's just what people want to hear right now as far as a certain demographic.
Because it's the summertime. Because you got to understand, it's the summertime. It's club time. People is out. They want to pop it open, bust it open.
And then she comes out with this mellow. It's like, for some reason, she's not connecting. I don't know what it is. She doesn't connect. She reminds me, she would connect more to an older person than a younger person, people in her own age group. And she's beautiful and she's talented and she can do it all. The reason why she's not connecting is if there's a disconnect. And I'm not saying I want her to go that route of the HOE route. She doesn't have to do that, but you have to do something to connect with people your age. It's just like.
But that's why she needs to start going live on social media. She needs to get her social media team.
She needs to let people get to know you. Because nobody, I don't care, nobody in the beginning liked Cardi for her musical talent. People liked her because of her personality.
Yes.
We saw her Instagram. We saw her on Love and Hip Hop. And she's capitalized what she's smart about. That girl's smart. She still keeps it up to this day, even though she gets the criticism and people say, oh, you're a celebrity now. I get it. It makes sense. But that's her bread and butter is with who she is and her personality and the fact that she jumps out of the window and early and says certain things and then the whole internet is in an uproar and things like that. That's where her bread and butter comes from. If this girl had to rely purely on music, she would not be where she is. She wouldn't.
All
Her
right.
career is not built on music. That's like, to me, that's like comparing, and this is going to be bad because I don't mean it on that level. Whitney Houston and Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson was an excellent performer. She could tear it down. She had a fan group, everything. But she was no singer as far as you listen to her to hear her blow. Like, ooh, did you hear Janet hit that note? No. Janet was there for a certain purpose. And then you had people like Whitney, who just was the voice. Like, she just could stop you in your tracks with just her voice and give you chills. So, I don't like the comparisons all the time of people comparing such and such. Everybody has their lane. And this is no disrespect to Cardi because I like her personality. But she's not in Nicki's lane. And people keep trying to put her there. And it's just two different things. It's just two totally different lanes. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Thank you, Wiley.
Thank you. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. That is the number. And make sure you call in. I'm just telling you, we're on Twitter. We're tweeting about this. You can hashtag the Wiley Show. Okay. Oh my God, these Cardi fans are letting me have it on Twitter. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Good afternoon, Wiley. I like this conversation, and I agree with the last couple callers, and I agree with you about Normani. Normani, let me tell you where she messed up at, Wiley. Just like what Cardi B messed up at. She did not respect the people that came before her. Normani, if you go back, Normani disrespected Beyonce. When people tried to tell her, oh, Normani, you're next Beyonce. And she was like, I'm Normani. Like, she was real disrespectful, like a couple of years ago. And after that little incident happened, we didn't hear from Normani. And that's why you have to respect the people that came before you. And then Wiley, she disrespected the princess of R&B, rest in peace, Aaliyah. Girl, you did not even shout Aaliyah and her team out. Girl, Aaliyah music still does good to this day. So the audacity for you to disrespect her now, and I think Cardi B is finally realizing that she is not that important, because Cardi B, if you're not doing like a rock with Megan Thee Stallion, guess what? It's not going to get that shock value no more, because you're really not a rapper. And all we're trying to do is tell you, yes, you can rap, you know, you can make your rap songs, but you cannot crown yourself the queen because you don't rap for real. And then she get online and disrespect people. How dare you say you're not gonna promote this song that you're getting paid for, Cardi B? And you're saying you're not going to promote this song. And then how does that make Normani feel? If I was Normani, I would feel some type of way about Cardi B. But I think deep down inside that Cardi B and Normani get along because they're just alike in personality. They disrespect the people that come before them. And honestly, Cardi B is getting a taste of her own medicine. And to the Cardi B fans out there, I'm sorry to tell y'all, but y'all will not get an album probably like for the next 5 years, because Cardi B is just lazy. She's lazy. She wants everybody to do everything for her. And ma'am, I'm here to tell you that's not going to happen. You're going to have to work, because we're tired of the mess. And y'all can get rid of Nicki Minaj, and y'all slowly see that this woman then sat back and had her kids, and now she's working. She's doing things behind the scenes that y'all really want to know, and y'all can't find out because she got that private team with her, and she don't trust nobody. But Wiley, and this is some exclusive tea for you. Nicki Minaj put the eyes under DaBaby, one of his pictures today. So just imagine if Nicki Minaj and DaBaby get on the record. It's going to shut everything down just like it did with Drake. So Cardi B, sweetie, you're lazy. If you want to just, sit back and be a housewife and a mom, that's okay. We don't really need your music anyway because it don't benefit us.
All right.
Yes. So she's just disrespectful. And Normani, I don't know what to tell you, darling, but Cardi B was just not it.
All right. Thank you so very much. Okay. Sister Conservative dropped her MAGA hat and she came on trying to read. 6192, calling you on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
Wiley.
Hi.
Hi. I wanted to say something about the Normani video.
Yes.
I do think she spent way too much money for that video. It did give Aaliyah vibes, so I think she should have gave a shout out in some type of way, because I was an Aaliyah fan, and that definitely gave me Aaliyah vibes. And I just think we as people who's judging these women, it's sad because they don't do the men like this. They don't do the men like this at all. They don't throw them up against each other. They don't compare them against each other like they do the women. I mean,
They do
vicious.
compare to men. Jay-Z was compared to
They
Biggie.
don't get vicious. They do, but it don't get vicious. It's getting vicious to the point to where, you know, why you guys want to see them argue and fight and stuff? I would rather see them come together in like a whole big group. Cardi needs to sit down for a minute. She needs to go and have her baby instead of being up here naked on videos and stuff like that. I mean, I like her music too. I like Nicki Minaj music too. But I think Cardi needs to go sit down. I want to make a statement about Nicki Minaj. And I am definitely a Nicki Minaj fan. I think it's time for Nicki to produce music. I think she should be finding women, you know, good rappers, you know, good female rappers and stuff, and not just support them like that, but produce them like a Jay-Z type of thing. We don't have no women really out here that's, you know, going and finding other women rappers and, you know, get behind them and spending the money on them and, you know, grooming them and everything like.
What you're saying is she should have her own label and bring up and coming.
She should have her own
up and coming. I agree, and I think eventually
she
should. Yeah, she earns it. I think like once she gets in that space, she can get a bag.
I would never do a feature with nobody under $1 million. If I was Nicki, I'd charge him $1 million. If you want to do a feature with me, I need $1 million. Nothing below $1 million. Yeah, I mean, I could go like, what's before $1 million? 900,000 or whatever. But yeah, I wouldn't do a feature with none of them suckers until, unless they paid me $1 million, because she can afford to sit down now. You want a feature with me? Give me $1 million. Since she's talking so much smack behind my back, or you know, you guys are trying to use her, I wouldn't do no features with anybody anymore, or do no music with anybody no more, unless they gave me $1 million.
$1 million.
There you go.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you, Wiley.
All right. Bye. 1838, calling you on the air.
Hello, how you doing, brother?
Doing all right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I did check the Billboard chart just a moment ago. Cardi B record is number 4 at the moment. Cardi B and Normani, and Nicki's record is number 11. So I think both women are doing well. In addition, I just feel like, yes, Nicki is a great artist, and I think she's the best female artist in rap history. I truly believe that. But she have her share, when she do features with people, it don't always go to top 10 as well. It, you know what I'm saying? It's unpredictable when it comes to the rap industry, when it comes to how people support their favorite artists, because it's about the music, it's about the timing, it's about everything that factors into the situation. And when it comes to Cardi B, I just feel like the reason why she gets so sensitive with people speaking on her, because I don't think she feel like she deserving of the current spot, which is the top spot as a female artist. I don't think she felt like when her career first started that she would get to that point. I just feel like she thought that she would have a decent career, maybe a hit here and there. I don't think she felt like she would have the album that she did where she got 5 number 1 hits and a Grammy Award, which catapulted her to a status that she feel like that is hard to reach. I don't think she can. That's why I don't think she put out another album as of yet, because she feel like that album gonna be compared to her Invasion of Privacy album, which might flop. And I don't think her ego can handle her second album not being that successful. That's why I think she's prolonging it as long as she has at this moment. What you think?
I think so. I think a lot of artists that have a successful debut album, the pressure is on. Can you top that? But just release it. If she had great moments, like I agree with a previous caller that she should have dropped it right after WAP, and that would have been successful. Yeah, but she keep getting pregnant, so we don't know. Hopefully it comes out next year or sometime this year, but I don't think it would top the first album, because that album still charted, because it was some bangers on each hour. I listened to each record on Cardi B debut album. It was awesome. So she should have released that follow-up right after WAP. That's just my humble opinion.
I mean, I can understand that, but let's remember when Nicki released, I think, Pink Friday Reloaded, it took her 5 years before she released the Queen album. I mean, so
right, but
abnormal.
But her album, when she did Pink Friday, she had another album to come out right after Pink Friday, right? Did she do an album right after?
Yeah,
Pink
that
Friday?
was Reloaded. I think that came out in 2012, and then like I said, the Queen album didn't come out to like 2017, if I'm correct.
Okay, so listen.
I think Friday came out in 2010.
Okay,
if I believe.
Yeah, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Listen, so I'm glad that the baby apologized for his comments about HIV and AIDS. I'm definitely glad that he did apologize for that, even though like I didn't even see his initial response where, when he had made that recording where he had said, none of his fans have HIV and AIDS. I didn't even see that part. I only saw like the initial video that had came out. So I am glad that he did make those comments, especially for those individuals that was offended or that is affected by HIV and AIDS. I see that there's a whole cancellation though that's going on for DaBaby, like artists that's trying to get him removed from like their music and stuff like that. It's going wild. So I don't know what all of that is about, but this cancel culture is something else. But the whole Boosie thing was wild with him, trying to get Instagram to reinstate his Instagram. That video that you showed about.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
I thought that was crazy. But so I want to talk about the Cardi B thing. So the whole Cardi B and Normani. So I'm a Cardi B fan. I like Cardi. I like Nicki. I think Cardi's approach, as far as like what she tweeted, was wrong. I think that was completely out of line for her to say, well, remove me off of the record. I can understand the pressures that she gets, but at some point she's going to have to learn how to ignore all of that stuff and, just strictly focus on promoting the music. The song definitely was Normani's highest peak. Coming in at 14 is not a flop. I know I heard some callers, trying to compare her to Nicki. Nicki and Bia's song came in at number 16 on the Billboard chart. So Cardi B and Normani's song has come in at number 14. And I'm not trying to compare the two.
But also, too, I would add on to that, Bia record start, I think album, was it some of her other records was starting to trend? So that was great too. I just think how Cardi B did it, her reaction seems to me that she wanted that to chart better. Because if she would have never had that crying rant on social media, I would have never brought it up talking about she feels some type of way about the Billboard. But when she said, remove my vocals, it seems to me you wanted that record to be higher on Billboard. And that you see Normani talking about who you wanted to remix, you feel some type of way. She feels some type of way. She feels some type of way.
Well, I think that when she did those tweets, she only did that after she had showed love and she was giving praises for the record landing at number 14 on the chart. So after she had tweeted out, she retweeted chart data about the record, being number 14. She was giving praises to Normani, and I think at that point the trolls and stuff started coming in.
I think always. Can I say
she's pregnant? She's hormonal.
But get off of social. Listen, I don't have no sympathy for a pregnant woman that want to be on social media. You have millions of dollars that you can pay your social media person that get paid to do that. When I'm actually reading a book of Donald Trump about Donald Trump. I Alone Can Fix It. you know, when he would do those tweets, a lot of times he had a social media guy that worked in the White House. He said, make the tweet. So you mean to tell me Cardi B can't do that? Have somebody else to do the tweet so she won't get so and looking at the trolls? Like, come on now, you already know you're pregnant. Your hormones is just everywhere. Stop looking at the trolls and responding.
Right.
And she been doing that when she wasn't pregnant. She always allowed the trolls to get under her skin. She want to go back and forth. Girl, bad. They always going to troll you. It will never stop. They're going to troll you forever. As long as you're a public figure, they're going to troll you. That's just the business.
You're right, but that still don't take away from the placement of the song. The song did not flop. And then, you know, people were talking about Seeing Green. Seeing Green had 3 top tiers on there: Nicki, Drake, and Wayne. And that song did not even debut at number 1. It debuted at number 12. So you can't call Cardi B and Normani's song a flop that debuted at number 14, where Cardi is the heavyweight. Normani is the person whose song it is, and it debuted at number 14. Nicki jumped on Bia remix, and it debuted at number 16. And then when you're talking about Seeing Green with the 3 big heavyweights, which is Wayne and Drake and Nicki, that debuted at number 12. So there's no way that song flopped. Now, however Cardi feel about it, that's how she feel about it, but the song didn't flop. And then you're saying for Nicki to be on the remix. Here's the thing: if Nicki get on the remix and the song don't do well, like meaning she doesn't chart higher than Cardi, it's gonna be all war out there. Because we're not gonna act like as if Cardi don't chart when she's on music.
Right.
So
but what I'm saying is I think where the barbs are coming from for Nicki perspective, for Nicki fans, they're saying when Nicki had her record Seeing Green, it charted a little higher. That's what I think in Cardi mind that she feels some type of way.
At number 12, and it should have charted at number 1.
I'm just saying Cardi, right? But we're speaking about Cardi B going back and forth. Okay, that's what I'm trying to put myself in her shoes. That's probably why she's going.
Normani's song is not Cardi's song. Cardi is just a feature on the song. Seeing Green was Nicki Minaj's actual song, meaning that solely.
But can I also say this? Let's just be clear with Normani and Cardi B record. They had mega promotion, playlists across the country, the video all out. Seeing Green, I haven't seen that one video. I don't even think Seeing Green was on the playlist. I don't even think Nicki Minaj mixtape was on the playlist. I don't even think Nicki Minaj mixtape got any radio play. And for that to get 12 or whatever you said it was, that's awesome with no video. But let's be clear: if Seeing Green had a video and a visual, I'm just saying it would have got bigger if they would have had a video with that, with those 3 heavyweights. Oh, best believe it would have been in the top 10. Let's be clear. There was no video with it.
I'm not denying that.
No, it don't. I'm just saying, if it was a video with that record, it would. I think Cardi. Listen, let's say this. I think yes, we can. Just like you say, it's not a flop. I can't say it was a flop. In my mind, I say it's a flop because it's not number 1.
So Cardi B is not Cardi B song. So you expect for every feature that Cardi B is on to go number 1?
I believe that if they say Cardi B is the new queen, every song she touched should turn into sunshine.
Okay, and they say that Nicki Minaj is still the queen. So Nicki Minaj songs is not going number 1. So what are we going to say about Nicki Minaj? Because even though they say Cardi B is the new queen, they say that Nicki Minaj is still the queen. So if she's still the queen, why isn't she reigning in at number 1?
But you should tell that to Cardi. Cardi the one that got in her feelings. She the one that went back. This would have never. This would have never. Listen.
You're so messy.
I just got me a bed. You think I'm flip flopping now? I'm really gonna be flip flopping in this new queen size bed that just was delivered today. So I'm definitely gonna be flip flopping.
Wiley, you're such a flip flopper. At the end of the day, regardless of what, Cardi's doing good, Nicki's doing good. Normani's song, placed at a high position. That is her first highest pop charting song on Billboard Hot 100. It's a win-win. Bia got her first entry into Billboard Hot 100 at number 16. It's a win-win. Nobody is losing.
Okay. Thank you so very much for calling in. All right, bye-bye. I love her. She always calling. 2289 calling you there.
Wiley,
Hey,
can you hear me, sweetie?
I can hear you.
Hey, this is my first time calling in.
Well, welcome.
Now let me welcome. Mama always heard this big mama. Anyway, now the problem is it's the way Cardi, when she get into it with Nicki, it's the boasting. I'm the number one this, I'm the number one that. That's why she feel away. That's why she feel away. And at the same time, if she wasn't so full of herself, she would have humbled herself and took notes. Now, when Nicki came out, Nicki didn't stop. Nicki just stopped, it's been 12, 15 years? Cardi been out. She been out for like 3, 4, 5 years. If you had any sense, you would have never stopped. So she do feel away. And at the same time, Nicki don't gotta go number one because she been number one a million times. She been number one a million times. So whatever she do now, she can afford to stop. She can have 5 babies right now and come back. Cardi can't do that right now. Y'all put up there as number one. If she the queen, she gonna have to ride that wave. She ain't riding that wave. When Nicki was the queen, or whatever y'all feel, when she came out 08, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, she didn't stop. She was on features. She dropped an album. She on a feature. She gonna do a mixtape. She gonna go in a cypher. Cardi ain't doing that. So now she do feel away. But plus she let people write for her. So how you supposed to feel? And her next album not gonna be as big as the first one. One, it ain't gonna be no Nicki getting on the remix because you done picked a side already. And y'all know that's how Nicki is, and it's just keeping it real. It is what it is. You put Cardi on there, you better ride with Cardi. So I can't come and save you. People want Nicki to come save everybody, and she ain't gonna do that. But she's gonna blow y'all mind. I'm telling y'all, she gonna make y'all eat all the words y'all was saying. And I don't know what Cardi gonna do. If she wait that 4 more months to have a baby, all music gonna change. And then what? What we gonna do, Wiley?
Well, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna sit here and do my commentary. I'm gonna sit here and do my.
Hey, Wally, you is a flip flopper. 2 weeks ago, didn't you just talk about Nicki need to retire?
I did say that, but listen, I had a change of heart.
Go ahead.
I had a change of heart.
You always gotta change your heart.
Listen, that's what I am. My
Look,
heart.
you gonna ride with who you ride with.
Facts.
All the YouTubers that's coming on this week, ain't nobody critique. Didn't nobody even critique her flow on that record. Every time Nicki drops something, y'all break it down from 1 to 100. Every word she dropped, who it's about, what it's about. Nobody even critiqued that rap this time. And like you said, I don't want to see no big pregnant woman up there with her booty and vagina out. That ain't cute to me. But hey, y'all girl. That's y'all girl.
All right, thank you so.
All right, Wiley, thanks.
Thank you so very much for calling in. Wow.
That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Keep it going.
All right. Okay, so we got 2 calls. I think they called in before, but we're going to bring these last 2 calls and we're going to go. Okay. All right. 4713.
So, Wiley, I did call in earlier. I had to jump back on here.
Okay.
So this is the funny part. I saw one bozo in the comments say, "Oh, if Cardi hopped on a song with Drake and Wayne, it would go #1." First of all, Drake and Wayne would never get on a song with Cardi B because she would get washed. Like I said, at the end of the day, you have to think about this. Look at the type of features that Cardi B, the type of artists that she featured on, and the type of artists that Nicki Minaj has featured on. Kanye, Eminem, Jay-Z, none of those artists, none of the people that we call like the pioneers of rap of this generation would get on a song with Cardi B. Look at these rap lists when they release, who's the hottest male rappers and female. Cardi B is never on this list. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she can make a bop, she can make a hit or whatever, but as far as rap, none of these artists, none of the real rappers that we consider the rappers of our generation respect Cardi B enough to hop on a track with her. You understand what I'm saying? When Cardi and Nicki was going through that crap and they were tweeting each other back and forth and Nicki challenged her to a rap off, Cardi B did not respond to it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she might be hot or whatever, but as far as rap ability and rap skills, nobody respects Cardi B as a rapper. You can look at the features that she's featured on. Nobody is featuring Cardi B that's of substance, that's a real rapper. I mean, it is what it is.
All right. Thank you so much. I hear you. Thank you so much for calling in. All right. Thank you, caller. All right. Thank you. All right. We just have to close that out because y'all will be here all night talking about it. Okay, thank you all so very much. Shout out to the producers. Thank you to all the moderators in the house. Moderators, I gotta write y'all list. I gotta write new moderators. Some moderators left and not able to moderate. So we gotta write the list down because I done misplaced the list. So I love to get a shout out to all the moderators. So I'm gonna start it next week so I can be able to name all the moderators. Okay, but just shout out to all the moderators. Shout out to the producers. First time I watched the Wiley Show, so thank you. If you have not subscribed, subscribe to the show. We're actually going to talk some more on Station Head. Okay. Oh, my throat. Gosh. It's my allergies. Like, I hope it ain't the Rona. Anyway, so we're going to talk more. This is why I asked you all to join our Instagram. We sent out a blast text. There's nothing more I can do, you guys. We got to keep it going. We were on time today. Thank you all so very much. And I got to go so I can be in my bed, okay? My new bed that I got. Okay, and I'm definitely, best believe. Let me say this. Anytime that I have a throat problem or if I'm coughing or sneezing, I go to the ER. I'm telling you. I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to have them check my throat. I know tomorrow I go and get tested again I always get tested for HIV and virus. I always get tested because I'm really, really particular about my body. I always go. And another thing why I like to go to, they give me free gift cards. So I'm definitely going tomorrow. I don't play. I go. Okay. And get things checked out. All right. And they stick the thing up in there to make sure you got it, thing. Because I'm sure I go for the gift cards. Yes. Thank you all so very much. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Keep up the good work, Nicki. Keep up the good work, Cardi. At the end of the day, both of those women got more money than Wiley. Okay, so both of y'all are successful. Okay, I'm trying to get into y'all tax bracket. Okay, I'm just being clear. And tomorrow, they test you. When I get tested, when I go and get tested for all this stuff, you got to get the swab. You get the front, the oral swab. You get the rectum swab. They really, really test. I always get tests. And let me say this. I'm neutral. I'm sometimes neutral, sometimes I'm not. It's a show. We'll talk about this on Station Head. All right. Thank y'all. Subscribe. I was about to really go in. All right. Let me drop the link to my Station Head so y'all know that. Child, I'm everywhere. Because while I put these steaks in the air fryer, we can go live on Station Head. Give me a second. But yeah, I get tested. Tomorrow I'm going to the ER and get checked. And I'm going to get tested. I always get tested. I don't play no games when it comes to my health. I'm trying to, I don't play no games. I said the first caller, Cardi, was with, okay. They said Cardi called in. No, Cardi didn't call in. You said Cardi in the chat? I don't know if she's in the chat. Okay. Give me a second. You said Cardi in the chat? Give me a second. She in the chat? Okay. We're going to continue this on Station Head. She's not in the chat. Okay, why they say that she's in the chat? Okay, yes. So if you want to listen to me on Station Head, you have to download the app. Okay, you have to download the app. All right, for those people that have Christian Mingle app, it's the same way. You have to download the app on your phone. You can have an iPhone, you can have an Android. Okay, download the app. Okay, now for people that say they are blocked on Station Head, I don't know how to unblock you. I need to call Millie. Can someone tell me how to unblock it? Y'all let Millie know how can I unblock people on Station Head? Because you know she's the station head queen over there. I don't know how. So if you're blocked over there, I don't know how to unblock you. So you may have to get another page. Hold on, let me see. Let me drop the link in there. Give me a second. Let me see if I can unblock people on Station Head. Hold up. You have to download the app. I'm just saying. You always bringing up Millie because I love Millie. And I told somebody today, I went to get a queen size mattress, and once I was moving, one of my neighbors, they needed like a futon or something, and I knew that I couldn't fit the futon, in my house. I mean, in my new apartment because it's not that spacious. So and Millie blessed us with a futon. She blessed us with one, and I was able to pay it for it and give it to someone that actually needed it, and so that's how I was able to do that. I went to a furniture store and got me a beautiful queen size mattress. But I do want to thank, Millie, when I needed something to lay my head, she was right there. I'm just saying she was. And she, we want to thank her for that. And I know some people might get mad, but hey, you get mad or what? Patreon, we have our Patreon. Give them the link because we got some stuff to say about Patreon. Patreon people, y'all gonna get some stuff over there. And we're gonna be preaching over there too. We're gonna be preaching over there. We're gonna be praying over there on Patreon, doing a little and it's gonna be my version of what I think of doing scripture and stuff. So we're gonna do that on Patreon. So we're gonna be doing some stuff over there. Get ready, y'all. I'm working hard. Okay. So we definitely gonna have that. And then of course we have Two Man and a Lady. Okay, we have that as well. We have Two Man and a Lady that we do with Conscious and we do with Katie Talk 1-on-1. So I keep y'all updated on there. I got me a queen. I wanted a king, but the room wasn't strong enough big enough for a king. Okay. I'll see y'all on station. Thank y'all so very much for that. Shout out to Nicki Minaj. Love you. With stuff like that. We love Nicki. Okay. And she didn't block us. So we're good. She didn't block us. She showed us love. Thank you, Nicki. Okay. Oh, Lord, let me see y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye. I'm so glad she didn't block us. That's one thing I can say about Nicki Minaj. She did not block me. I'm still on her page. Won't he do it? All right, head over to Station if y'all want to get the unfilteredness over there on Station. See y'all later. Peace.